This is the Florence Miller collection, and it's quite a large collection of diaries, correspondence, photos, and various things. Florence Miller was born in Topsail in 1889. She grew up in Topsail with her family, the Millers, and they were sort of founding settlers in Topsail. So she lived there all her life. She was postmistress when she finished school, and the post office was in her family house. And she was the telegrapher, so she sent telegraphs. But she also wrote poetry. She loved writing poetry. And she made what you and I would call scrapbooks. So this is like scrapbooking, okay? So she would make these. So this one is from Caribou Land, and that's birch bark. There's another one. This is 1924, I believe. And again, birch bark. She loved the birch bark. This one, On the Eve of St. Valentine. Again, her trademark, birch bark. A little bit of her poem down here. On the Eve of St. Valentine's. And then you go over, and here's another one. She loved the Valentines. Of course, as I said, she loved writing poetry, and she would, even just little verses, and she would send her verses off to greeting card companies in the United States. And the big one was Hallmark Brothers, which of course today we know as Hallmark cards. And she would be paid, I think it was $2 a verse, which was substantial in the 20s. And then her poems were published in this lovely book, In Caribou Land, by Florence Miller. And the foreword is by E.J. Pratt, another famous Newfoundland poet. But to think that Florence Miller in 1929, Ryerson Press in Toronto published her poetry.